Hi everyone, welcome back. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Ara. I did ask you guys on Instagram to shoot me over some questions, so today we're going to do a Q&A. And for those of you that are wondering, yes, I'm wearing a top, okay? So let's jump right in. So first question is, what was your first car? So my first car was an '07 Honda Civic, and she was midnight black, and she had gray fabric interior. It was nothing special. I didn't even bother to fix her up or anything because that goal at the time was just to get from point A to point B and get me through college. Second question, what got you into cars? So honestly, it was my dad. He was so into cars. I was always growing up watching him clean his cars, detail his cars. And even though he never bought any of them new or straight from the dealer, he took very good care of his cars and was always making sure that they were clean. He was very heavy on making sure that the interior was clean too. So he was kind of strict in the sense of no eating in the cars. Or leaning or touching them. So I inherited that love for cars and taking care of cars from him. And eventually, once I started getting older, he ended up starting customizing cars and competing in car shows. So I got to tag along for a lot of those events. And honestly, I had a lot of fun. And it really reminds me a lot of when I was a kid and, your parents are driving on the freeway or even down the street, or you go to the mall and you see a cool car, or you can just hear the car before you even see it. And it's so exciting to me because, like, till this day, when I hear a whine or an exhaust, I'm already trying to figure out what kind of car it is before I see it, right? And I'm pretty sure you guys also do that too. So I that's really where my passion really began for cars. All right, so number three, what are your hobbies? So I love watching movies. I love going to the movie theater, watching action movies. Any historical movies tend to be my favorite as well. Not so much scary movies. I know. I'm a little bit of a boyo like that, but hey, what can I say? Definitely, I am a girly girl, so I love shopping, whether it's clothes, shoes, purses, makeup, skincare. What else is there? Purses, heels. It's pretty bad, and then pair that with love for cars. Yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive. I feel bad. I also love to go to museums. More particularly, I love art museums because I love to see how history is embedded in the art and also the type of medium that is being used when creating the art piece. For example, I love oil paintings just because it's way more detailed. And the thing about oil paintings is you can do very thin layers. It takes a little bit longer for that to dry down. So that's why you're able to get such finer shades through that and more detail out of that. And yeah, I think I don't know why that's pretty cool to me and I find that so interesting. So another hobby of mine is I love to play video games. And my favorite video game is Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare came out. So I've been playing for quite a while now. I am not good, okay? I am not good. I do it for fun. Please. And yeah, I love to play Search and Destroy, Team Deathmatch, and Zombies was like one of the things that I used to play with like my uncles and my cousins. And I can say I have like a slight addiction to it because I'll be playing from like 10 o'clock at night to 4 o'clock in the morning with them. So I just love it. I'm not good at it at all. So trust me, like, don't rely on me. Another question I got was next car. So honestly, if the stars aligned and my bank account would allow me, I would get my Porsche. But I'm still working towards that. Realistically, I need something to tow because I want to go off-roading more. That's one of my newer hobbies actually that I forgot to mention before. But I do like to go off-roading, and it's because it helps me really to like clear my mind and find my peace, especially after like a stressful week at work where you just want to just be outside in the open dirt, go through mud, like get all dusty at the end of the day. Um, yeah, I find peace going off-roading, so I really need to start looking into something to tow. So yeah, I think my next car would have to be a truck. What is your favorite color? And my favorite color is pink. Did you go to college? Yes, I went to university and I got my bachelor's degree. And take a guess at what I majored in. So I got my bachelor's degree in business administration with a concentration in operations and supply chain management. Now, did I know I wanted to major in this? No, I was that person in high school where I was just like, I don't know what I even want to do, you know? So I started off with computer engineering, and let me tell you, that was not my calling. I could not make code for the life of me. I couldn't save my ass with that. I needed a lot of help. And in the hall, it was funny because I had a lot of friends to help me build my code, but I was really good at finding their bugs. So obviously, that didn't end up working out. And I ended up working simultaneously while earning my degree. Eventually, I landed somewhere in business, and I ended up realizing that operations and supply chain management was definitely more of my calling in that sense. And for those of you that aren't familiar with what supply chain is, it could be anything from raw materials to manufacturing to warehousing to distribution centers to retails. Then ultimately the product ends up in your hands somehow. So I find that process very interesting, and I get to work with a lot of different departments. And so it's pretty cool to see how things are not only made, but just to see the back end and the ops side of everything. So yeah, that's what I majored in. And that flows into the next question, what do I do for work? So I have a corporate job that is related to my degree. Where do you live? So I live in SoCal, and the next question I get asked quite often is, when are you going to modify your Hellcat? So first and foremost, like, I really want to enjoy her stock. I'm coming up on my 1 year anniversary with her, so that's pretty exciting. But because I live in California and how strict the rules are here, I've already gotten pulled over 3 times for absolutely nothing. Like, it's pretty ridiculous. I can be at a stoplight and barely accelerate, and she sounds loud already, so I get pulled over for that. Like, wait. You see? What did I just say? I'm telling you. There's literally 2 cops now. This is what I mean. Look at that. See, that was perfect timing. That was literally perfect timing. Like, California is pretty strict on the rules and regulations when it comes to cars. So the fact that my Hellcat already sounds loud, if I start modifying her, yeah, I'm instant ticket at this point. And it's pretty sad that it sucks for us car enthusiasts who, first of all, we're not even speeding, okay? And if we are speeding, we're by ourselves. It's not like we're street racing over here. I'm also not the type of person to be weaving in and out of traffic. I just like fast cars. And a lot of the people that, like, ruin it for the rest of us get pulled over for absolutely no reason. And I don't want to deal with those tickets, to be honest with you. I don't want to have to deal with trying to fight them or anything like that. And I just want to enjoy my car, okay? I just want to enjoy my car in peace. Also, I'm prioritizing right now saving for a truck, and I don't want to spend too much money on trying to modify my Hellcat. But as of right now, I'm just trying to enjoy her, and I'm looking into trucks. So there's that to come up. Favorite Starbucks drink. During the summer, my favorite drink is a pink drink. What is your favorite food? So I am Latina, so I am already biased to Mexican food. And my favorite dish is menudo. Honestly, all I really need in it is chopped onion, oregano, and some lemon, and I am good. And if you don't know what menudo is, it's basically a broth that is well seasoned. It has garbanzo beans, or also known as chickpeas, and it is made with the lining of sheep's stomach. And I know it sounds bad, but honestly, growing up, I didn't question what was in front of me. I just ate it. Like, if I knew now what I knew then, I probably would have been vegetarian. And I didn't realize what I was eating at the time, but I've accepted it at this point, and it tastes amazing. And that is honestly my favorite comfort food, especially when it is cold outside. Last question I wanted to answer is, why start YouTube? And although I have my corporate job and I find it so interesting to learn, especially going from industry to industry, I just don't feel 100% passionate about it the way I do for cars. When I started YouTube, I started finding myself way more excited and just happier in the sense of now I can go to these events that I've been kind of pushing off to the side, and this gives me a reason to go to those car shows, just go and hang out, and honestly it doesn't even feel like work. And I know it sounds so cheesy but it really does make me happy. And one of the big things for me is to constantly put my energy towards things that make me happy. And honestly, this just makes me so happy. I'm so passionate about it. I'm always so excited. I'm definitely not a know-it-all in any of the set, like in any way. And YouTube gives me that spark. So even before I started YouTube, I was always watching other creators, whether if it was like hair, it was makeup, cars, like it just didn't matter to me. I just love watching people's YouTube channels. And it never crossed my mind that this would be something I'd be doing one day at all. So it's so weird to like see myself come up on my own feed. It's so crazy. But it makes me happy. And it scares me a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But if it's something that makes me happy, it's worth the shot. There's no way of knowing unless I try, right? So I'm a firm believer that you should always do something that makes you happy. Even if it just sparks you a little bit of joy, it's worth the try, you guys. So yeah, I think that's really why I started YouTube. It's not like, oh my God, I'm gonna do this for real, or like, oh, I knew that I was gonna do this, or like, it was never like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I know I want to do it. I know what I'm doing. I don't know everything that I'm doing, you guys. I'm not a know-it-all. I'm learning along the way. And oh, I am excited though because I did get some new equipment. So I got some GoPros. But yeah, once I figure out those settings, I'll be able to give you guys a little bit more videos on the performance, how she sounds, different points of views. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for submitting questions. If there's anything else you guys wanted to know, go ahead and drop it down in the comment section. Yeah. And if you aren't already, follow me on Instagram, MissSRT01. I might change that later down the line, but I don't know about that yet. So, but thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day and drive safe. Bye!